We should all have a little thing, and I'm going to spotlight that. Okay, so this is today's card for this craft and chat, and it's a bridge fold card. So when you actually have it standing up, it will look like that from the top. And it's just made from 2 pieces of cardstock and some paper, and basically that is it. So it's a relatively easy card to make. You can make lots of these. You'll get 2 out of an A4 sheet, and depends on what paper, and that's the back. Okay, so let us start. So we're going to start with our coloured cardstock, and that's the envelope that I did. So coloured cardstock, something to coordinate with your paper. I think I'm going to use that one. Okay, and you want to cut a piece that is 11 centimetres by 19 centimetres. So I'm just going to cut it on the long side at 11. Oops. So, and then turn it and cut it on the new long side at 19 centimetres. Okay, and then we want to score it on that long side at 2.5. This is what, do I need it that way? Yes, I do. 2.5 centimetres. Oh no, sorry, my error. I'm reading the wrong bit. It needs to be, it's scored at 3 centimetres. So I'm just going to rescore it at 3. 5.5. 13.5. And then 16, which so what you want to do is just turn it around and score it at 3. Okay, if that 16 proves to be a bit of a pain. So you should have a piece of cardstock with 1, 2, 3, 4 score lines. I've got 5 because I went wrong, but I'm not decided. I wasn't going to waste it. Actually, no, what? Maybe I should do it. I said I was going to not waste. It's a bit low on cardstock here. Let's try again. 3. 5.5. 13.5. And then 16. But if you've got one of these trimmers where the 16 is on here, just turn it and score it at 3 on the other end. Okay, so now I do have only got 4 score lines. You will also then need in the same color a strip that is 2.5 centimeters wide by 14 centimeters long. So you've got 2 pieces of coloured cardstock. we're going to cut one piece of white or vanilla or whatever it is that you need. Actually, I'm going to cut two. And the first one needs to be 7.5 by 10.5. And that's going to be your panel on the back of your card. So that's where people can write. That's that piece. And then the other bit you need is 1.5 by 7. And that's for your sentiment. Okay?
Yeah.
Are we all there? So we've got 2 pieces of coloured cardstock, 2 pieces of white cardstock. Then we need to cut some patterned paper. Now, my paper here, you can't see because it's all stuck on this. It was one continuous piece going across. So you're going to be cutting it so that it's 10.5 centimetres tall by 16.5 centimetres wide. So 10.5 tall, 16.5 wide. That. Yeah. So you can choose your paper so that you've got an image that you quite like that will form part of it. Not quite sure where that butterfly will appear, but hey. Okay, so once you've got your piece that is 10.5 tall by 16.5 wide, we're going to start from the left-hand side and we're going to cut it. And we need to keep this in the same order. If you've got a crazy pattern that it doesn't really matter, it doesn't matter whether it looks as if it's a continuous, then that doesn't matter. But if it is something like what I'm cutting, so the first cut is at 2.5. Grief. Got fir cones like falling off the roof. So 2.5, and then the next piece we're cutting is 2 centimetres. The next piece is 7.5. Okay. So I've got these so far. And then the next piece is at 2. Which means that the piece you have left should be 2.5 centimetres wide. Yes. Okay, yeah. So you've got 5 pieces of pattern paper. And that's all. I was going to say all the cutting, but it's not quite. Keeping those like that. We then want to cut one piece which is 2 centimetres tall by 17.5 centimetres wide. No, 13.5. No, 13.5.
Oh, 13.5.
13.5. I don't know what's going on. This is what happens when it's early in the morning here. 2. 2 centimetres by 13.5. And that is all the cutting now. Okay.
Yeah.
So putting that last strip that we cut to one side, and then both pieces of white and that strip of paper, the cardstock, then we're going to be gluing in order the paper onto that panel of cardstock. So it'll look like that. Well, obviously once it's glued it'll be a bit straighter, but I've just placed them on there so you can see. So effectively I have my image going straight across. Okay, so we can glue those. Using whatever it is that you like to fix things with. And then try and have these as they go across all at the same height. Checking that you've got the continuation of the image going across.
Yeah.
You with this, Trisha?
Yep.
I know you've made these before.
I have as well. Yeah.
Yeah. This is an oldie but a goodie.
Yes. That's what I've
Definitely.
forgotten about. So good to have a reminder.
Yeah. Definitely.
Last panel. Oh, mine worked out quite well with the butterflies.
Mhm.
I was trying to get it so that I could get it on panels. You could actually see it rather than being on that one that is on that sort of inside piece. Okay, so you should have all 5 of your paper pieces stuck to the appropriate panels. Yeah.
Yes.
Yep, we have.
Okay, so now we're going to fold this. So starting on the left-hand side, the first one is a mountain fold. Be sure to burnish it really well. Okay, the next one is a valley fold. So you're making like a little concertina at that end. And then you're going to do exactly the same on the other side. So first one is a mountain fold. Second one is a valley fold. So when you've got it completely shut, this is not how it will sit in the envelope. It'll look sort of like that. But when you stand it up and open those pieces out, it'll look, I don't know, what would you call it? That shape.
Like a box, isn't it, in a way?
Well, it's kind of half a box. So it will stand like that. Okie doke.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So then we're going to get our strip of coloured cardstock and our strip of patterned paper. And you're going to glue those two together. I don't know if can you hear the pine cones rolling down the roof?
No.
No,
Oh, that's all right then.
obviously deafening at your end, but not here.
Yeah. It's really horrible when it happens at like 2 o'clock in the morning.
Mm.
Because all you hear is
Like someone's waiting.
to trim my paper. I'll stop slightly. Fluffy corner. There we go. That's the end.
Mhm.
So we've now got our base card and we've also got this strip. Now this strip, it can actually be glued wherever you like. But bearing in mind that we have a nice panel at the back then, we really want to see most of it. It's a good idea to put it at the bottom. Okay, so we're going to start with the left-hand side. So you want to put adhesive on that portion that will be sitting on that panel that is going across this panel here. And you can actually flatten it all out. I'm just going to put it so that it's like, I guess it's about 3/4 of an inch, but so it's about 1.5 centimeters up. And you want to make sure that your edges, are completely in line.
Yeah.
So you're lining up cardstock with cardstock, which means hopefully that your patterned paper will sort of all be at the same level in theory. Okay?
Yeah.
Yep.
Now we're going to do the same thing with the other end, but you can't lie it flat to do it. You will have to bend the card together, like so. So you want it to be level going across, and again, try and get it to fix on that other outside panel. But the other thing that you need to check is that when it's lying flat, so you want to push this left panel over to the right, like so, and then you have the whole of the 3 panels on the right lying flat. That it actually does lie flat, and that there's no overhang here. Does that make sense?
Yep, and it works perfectly.
Of course, wouldn't expect anything else.
Yep. So really that is your basic card.
Excellent.
So you have a white strip to put your sentiment on. You have your white piece, which if you fold it back down, you can, once you've decorated, put it on the back. So it's up to you whether you want to stamp on there or just use the same strip of paper, and then say the sentiment somewhere on the front, and then decorate it too. So I used the same paper. I used the same pack of paper. This is not the same paper as that piece, that sheet.
Yeah.
So I just cut some images out because I don't have the stamp set and glued those on. So I've got something each side, but it's up to you what you want. I mean, you can just put your thank you right in the middle there and do something each side, or whatever. I say, and my back's just got a piece of the same pattern paper on. Okay,
Excellent.
so are we good to go on that?
Mm-hmm.
Right, I'm
Yes.
going to stop the recording for the time, or pause the recording, so that we can carry on doing our own thing and chat. Hey, so we're back and we're going to share the cards that we have just finished making. So, Angie, would you like to go? I was going to spotlight you.
Does. Okay, I've used some safari animals as I'm going on safari.
Oh, nice.
There you
go. So it's a different sort of paper that I bought recently, actually.
It's okay.
The back.
Oh, that's
just
sweet.
like that. I bought some little
that-
tiny animal stamps,
Uh-huh,
little tiny
oh,
ones.
Sweet.
So that's what you can see on
What
the
have you got? You've got a monkey.
circles.
Is that a
No,
monkey?
no, there's
and
a leopard, cheetah, lion, elephant, and zebra.
Oh, okay.
The
yeah.
one that looks
Lovely.
like a monkey is a leopard.
Right.
It's
Okay.
like walking head on. That's why it looks like a tail, I suppose, monkey's tail. Anyway,
it's
that's
so
that.
sweet.
Oh,
Yeah,
lovely.
nice.
Thank you.
Okay, Tricia, would you like to share yours?
So I've gone butterflies, of course.
Oh,
Ooh, pretty.
sweet.
Decent sparkly
Same
bits.
DSP and
Oh, nice.
butterfly on the envelope as well. But
Very nice.
Happy Easter.
yes, yeah, with nice
Ah.
bright colours. It's Daffodil Delight and peach pie, I think. Supposedly.
Okay,
But,
nice.
yeah,
Lovely.
sort of Eastery colours
Yeah,
Very
lovely.
pretty.
on old olive cardstock.
Nice, like
Very
that. Okay.
Yeah.
So I went all lavendery, but actually I've got butterfly too. So that's what mine looks like.
Oh, wow,
That's pretty.
lovely.
Very pretty.
I didn't like that being purple, so it's got my black marker coloured it.
Ah, nice.
And
Very
then the back
pretty.
looks like just that, and an envelope too,
Lovely.
Lovely.
and a messy table where you can see that I've been doing butterflies. So that was mine, and then where's the one from earlier? And that's the other one.
Yeah,
Mhm.
lovely.
So
Very
nice and quick.
nice.
You see, I actually ended up stamping directly on because I didn't like the
Yeah.
other bit. But hey,
Mhm.
oh, I just found a sequin, which is great because I haven't used them. Stuck some trousers. But anyway, okay, right. Well, thank you all for joining me. I'm going to stop the recording now.